Hello again everyone and welcome back to another vlog. And this time I would share about my experience as a direct hire nurse after our arrival here in the United States. For those new here, my name is Alma. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a nurse. I am fairly new in the YouTube community and welcome to my channel. So like I said, itong video na to is going to be about my experience as a direct hire nurse, about my transition, about my training, salary, benefits, pros and cons, struggles, and what I'm learning and what I've learned, and some friendly advices to nurses who are considering to be under direct hire. This is parang my third part of the direct hire nurse vlog kind of series. I have previously uploaded 2 videos about the reasons why I accepted the job offer. That was the first video. And then the second was about my timeline and the expenses that I had to shoulder as a direct hire coming here in the United States. I will post the links down below in the description box. And if you can find them anywhere in the video, you can also click on them. First of all, I would like to emphasize, this is my personal experience. And for sure, sa dami na nagpuntang nurses dito, there are nurses out there that even though we're under the same direct hire company, because we may differ in the employers, meron silang naranasan na iba sa naranasan ko. Marami ako actually na-receive ng mga questions via personal messaging sa social media, inquiring about my experience. So, isa sa mga purpose why I'm making this video is for nurses, especially for those na papunta pa lang dito or dun sa nagsa-start pa lang maghanap ng employers, to help you make a more informed decision. Kasi, syempre, iba-iba yung mga preferences natin, iba-iba yung mga situations natin. Pwedeng single or family status kasi that plays a factor. And then, of course, yung factor din ng financial resources, assistance na hinihingi nyo or you might need when you come here, and then yung mga training preferences na hinahanap nyo rin. We had a 16-hour direct flight from UAE to Chicago Airport. And then may 3 hours connecting kami sa domestic. Ang kasama ko noon is yung husband ko, yung 6-year-old daughter ko na may autism, saka yung 1-year-old kong bunso. And then meron kaming 7 luggages and meron kaming 2 car seats na dala. So medyo madami. So 8 weeks prior our arrival here sa US, it was confirmed that nobody will pick us up sa airport. So, we were given 2 options kung ano yung pwede namin gawin, how to get from the airport papunta dun sa hotel na nabook for 1 month, care of by the direct hire company. So, yung 2 options na we were given were to pick up yung car rental or book an Uber. Nung pinag-usapan namin ng asawa ko, na-point out ng asawa ko na parang sa car rental services, ang dating namin sa airport was at night. Kahit may GPS, it's still relatively mahirap to drive in an unknown place. At the same time, pagod din kami kasi halos 21 hours yung flight namin, given na wala pang delays. 16 hours yung direct, tapos may layover na 2, tapos may 3 hours na connecting, tapos may 2 bata. So, just jet lag. So, maybe it will not be safe. At the same time, sa Uber naman, since we had 7 luggages, tas may 2 kaming car seats, hindi ko alam kung paano kami i-assist ng drivers sa pag-install ng car seats ng mga bata. Kasi kailangan by law, naka-car seat sila. At the same time, ang dami rin naming luggages. So, nag-isip na lang kami of what other options can we do para hindi man naman masyadong hassle when we arrived here in United States. So, I started looking into other options that will be less stressful for us. Na-share ko to dun sa collaboration namin ni nurse photographer. I think that was a few weeks ago. Kasi, syempre, ang biggest factor namin is we had 2 kids. Pagod din yung mga bata. Tapos pagod din kami kasi we had 7 luggages. So, I was able to find an airport pickup services. I called him 2 weeks prior our flight and we were in just constant communication in between yung 2 weeks na yun. So, sobrang thankful lang kasi ang bait-bait nung nakausap ko. When he picked us up in the airport, tinulungan niya kaming magkarga ng luggages, to install the car seats. And then of course, in-inform ko siya prior hand yung situation namin, yung details ng situation namin. So, just really thankful for that. I know of other nurses who were able to pick up their car rentals or even book Uber. But it just so happens sa situation namin, given yung factors na may dami nga kami dala, pagod kami, gabi kami dumating, we were foreseeing na alanganin. So, that's why we opted na book na lang yung pickup services. I actually have asked if we can stay with family in another state or with friends in another state kung saan kami may kakilala while waiting for our green card or social security, but was told na kailangan daw dito na kami mag-land as per my facility. So, dito na kami dumiretso. And then, early on pala, sa interview ko pa lang, dun sa direct hire, dun sa employer, they asked me kung may mga state ba na may kakilala kami, may family kami, and then, I gave them a number of states and yung address ng family and friends ko. They said na wala silang vacancies doon sa mga state na yun for that certain facility. And then they gave me the option of kung nasaan ako ngayon and then Portland, Maine. Ayoko ng lamig. Malamig dun eh. So they said for a starting family, which is true enough naman, yung cost of living is actually relatively low where we are right now. So, we arrived on our hotel, nagpahinga kami. The next day, medyo jet lag pa. I had to pick up my car rental services kasi that's care of International Autosource or IAS where I purchased my car. So, sa IAS kasi, while you're waiting for your car, pag hindi pa available, sa akin kasi, I purchased Toyota RAV4 and for some reason, last year, meron daw shortage ng computer chips. So, medyo matagal bago na-deliver yung sasakyan. Meron naman kaming free na car rental, care of IAS, kasama yun sa contract nyo. And you can actually choose kung anong type of car you would want to rent. So, yun. I picked it up. Lakasan ng loob sa highway. And then, I just used GPS. And then, nakarating naman ako ng buo sa hotel namin. By God's grace. Everything after that was coordination via email and phone calls with your case manager. So, in the direct hire company where I was signed up, I'm assigned with a case manager, and then all of my questions upon my arrival or even before my arrival, I would email, or nung nandito na kami sa US, tinatawagan ko sila diretso. And then, any questions, they would just give me instructions kung ano yung kailangan kong gawin. So, within 2 weeks of our arrival, ito yung mga una naming inasikaso. Number 1 was to go to the apartment prospects that I searched prior kaming pumunta dito sa United States. So, nag-search na ako before kami magpunta dito kung ano yung mga apartments na malapit sa amin. And then, we went through the leasing office diretso in person and inquire kung ano yung mga vacancies nila, kung ilang bedrooms, at how much. Number 2, we bought our SIM cards kasi there is a lot of transactions here in the United States that need your US number. So, sa amin, prepaid lang muna yung pinurchase namin and nag-purchase lang kami sa Walmart. Yung Walmart Family T-Mobile. Okay naman siya. So, number 3, we followed up yung aming social security. Dito kami nag-struggle. Kasi, ang hirap magpa-appointment, ang hirap mag-antay ng sasagot sa phone call mo. Nakakaloka. Pero after so many attempts, sobrang thankful ako kasi may nakausap akong inasikas niya talaga yung appointment time namin. So, that worked out. Pero, doon kami talaga nag-struggle. Kasi I cannot start my work. I cannot start to endorse my license kung wala akong social security. So, yun talaga yung ipinush namin kung paano namin gagawa ng appointment at to follow up. And it also depends kung saan kayo assign na state kasi if you're in the bigger cities, mas madaming appointment availability at marami rin silang personnel as compared to you'll be assigned to a smaller town, a smaller city na mas less ang immigrants nila. So, mas mahirap magpa-appointment sa mga ganun. So, you have to consider yung mga ganun mga factor. Next is we had to get our state driving license. Parehas kami ng asawa ko na may international driver's license. Pero we were really told when we went to the driving office na we have to get a state driver's license as soon as possible. So, depende rin to kung saan kayo naka-assign yung appointment availability. Dito ang hirap magpa-appointment ng actual driving test. So, ang na-recommend actually sa amin is to enroll in a driving school since may ibang driving schools na nagko-conduct mismo ng test for a small fee. Parang less than $40 lang. So, yun na lang ginawa namin. Pero it also depends on the state na ma-assign kayo. So, next is we had to open a checking and savings account, and we did this through Advancial Credit Union. You can actually check out their website. They have a program for expats or for newly immigrant nurses. You can check out their website and see yung details about that. Kasi maganda yung assistance nila kahit papano sa experience namin when it comes to opening checking and savings account. Plus meron ding credit card which is ang limit is $2,500. So when it comes naman sa training, 6 weeks yung may preceptor ka, and I was assigned with a nurse na talagang meticulosa. I'm very thankful for her, and we still work together. Andun pa rin siya nag-work. But wala kami nung cultural assimilation program like other agencies and like other direct hire companies offer. Diretso ako agad sa floor. So, diretso ako agad na may bedside care with the preceptor for 6 weeks. And yung 6 weeks na yun, it depends on you, pwede mo pa extend yun or not. It has to be just coordination between you, the preceptor, and the nursing office kung hindi ka pa talaga comfortable to be on your own. That's it. When it comes to salary and benefits, this is the biggest pro sa direct hire nurses kasi you get the whole salary, wala sa inyong kinakaltas. Same benefits as the regular nurses that are hired here in the United States. And it really depends kung how much yung OT or yung overtime pay nyo. They sometimes would offer bonuses or double bonuses. Depends on the staffing availability. And depends din yun sa facility ninyo. So you'll get all the benefits such as night differentials kasi magkaibang weekend sa weekday, holiday pay which is 1.5 of your hourly rate, bonuses or double bonuses na in-offer ng company ninyo, yung mga ganung mga perks. Yung sa akin, sometimes they would offer a temporary contract na instead of the usual 3 days a week na pinapasok mo, you'll commit for a 4 days a week for 2 weeks. And then, instead of my usual rate, my hourly pay would be $25 more. So, may mga ganong mga perks which is offered to the regular nurses, and I can also avail that. So, yun yung pinakamalaking pro when you go to direct hire nursing. There's so many things that I've learned going here in the US, especially yung mga first 1 to 2 months. Hindi ko pa nga to first time mag-abroad, pero kailangan talagang may lakas ng loob. Lakas ng loob na magtanong. Tanong kayo because that's how you learn. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Just ask questions even though you think that it's stupid o kung gaano man ka babaw yung question, you just ask. So they would know that you need something. And then of course, kasama nung lakas ng loob na yun is you pray for wisdom and discernment always. Kasi wala. Hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko if it's without prayer. But I am so thankful and grateful kung ano yung na-receive namin and about my journey. And I'm praying for all the journey. I'm really hoping that yung journey ng mga new nurses out there who've got more opportunities and faster processing times these days, I hope you'll be successful if the American dream is really your goal. A friendly advice that I would give to nurses who are still on the beginning of your process is to ask right away if you have questions about if you need any assistance at transition and any assistance. Maybe you need a more hands-on assistance. See what your preferences are, discern what those are. And you can ask us early on during the interview process kung paano ba. So, hindi kayo maaalangan if you're already nandun na kayo sa middle ng process and you realize, I think it would be too stressful for me, or I think I'd prefer this type of assistance. So, I would really recommend to ask about it early on. Read your contracts, search about the state that you're going to be assigned in, or yung in-offer sa inyo na state pa lang. see where you're at when it comes to finances, and if you prefer a different type of facility, different type of area, search about it even before signing your contract. So, marami kayong oras, huwag niyong madaliin, it will come, and just pray and have faith that everything will be okay in God's time. And that's it for this video. I hope meron naman po akong na-share na something valuable. If you've got any comments and suggestions, just write it down below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you like contents like this. I hope I see you again the next time. Thank you and God bless. Stay safe.